Hey guys, this is Snipeye. We're back for another episode. A couple things I wanted to show off around the house. I was working on the mob farm, and that happened. I'll explain how in just a second. But I finally have a record. I like it. And you know, it's kind of surprising how far you can hear the jukebox. Nighttime. Yeah, see, I can still hear it from here. Of course, my room's right there, but yeah, and you can not hear it anymore, so there's definitely a limit. But I was working on this. And, well, you know how I used to have a lever about there that moved these glass blocks up or down to hypothetically kill or not kill the mobs? Well, the system was flawed. Bringing it down didn't always kill them, bringing it up didn't always keep them alive, and if they were already on it, and you hit it to bring it down, there was suddenly a 2-block gap here, where they would walk out like a cajillion mobs, which may or may not have actually happened. Yeah, somehow I didn't die, and in the middle of it all was a record. So, by sheer accident, I managed to make a record. So not an experience I want to repeat. It's completely terrifying, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to sleep at all on this bed. I know I have once. I think my spawn is here right now. Are they right there? And I don't think they'll wake me up. Yeah, see? So it works quite well. It's a very nice little room. Wiring is not terribly interesting. I'll just show you guys really quick here. Okay, so buttons here power that redstone. Goes to a torch there. Torch is powering that dust there. So torch powers the block it's on, which will power that one. Dust powers that. So these are normally extended until the torch is turned off, and it's mirrored on the other side. And all cobblestone isn't very interesting. I'll mess with it later and do detail of work, but for now it works. See, it's kind of a long record. It goes on for quite a while. Today, I think it's finally time. I don't have any projects demanding my attention right now. Of course, I'm still slowly working on the slime farm, but that's boring stuff. Probably about a quarter mined out now. And I realize I'm not making a ton of progress on it, but I don't have a lot of time to play Minecraft every day, so you can probably guess now what we're doing. I think it's about time. It's gonna be below this. What layer? I've got plenty of room in my house for it. Slimes. The heck? I definitely hear a slime. It sounds like it's very confined. It can barely jump. There's probably a cave like right under my house that I just don't know about. I can hear it somewhere around here. You know what? I think I'm just going to ignore it for now. Anyway, I'm gonna mine out a room for the Nether portal, because that will not be very interesting. I think I'll do it right here at layer 25. You stand on like 25.6 or something. Yeah, there we go. So, I'm gonna mine out a room there, and then install another portal. Finally time. And then we will go into the Nether. I won't just leave you hanging on another portal, I promise. So, that's gonna be a long process, so I'll be back when that's done. Alright, I've got the room laid out here. I've also got the quick drop installed. My problem now is that a portal is an even number of blocks wide, and I've based my house around an odd number. So what I think I'm going to end up doing is just having multiple portals that share a common wall so that it's symmetrical. For now, I'll just do one up here. See, and then there will be another one here, and I might expand the room, or maybe just do chests or something on the side. But that way, I still get a symmetrical room, symmetrical, and yeah, I think I'll do like another portal here or something, just right on the edge, so I'll have 4 portals total. It's roughly what I did in my old world, but I ended up, every time I went through a portal, I would come out in the same one. So, didn't matter which portal I went into from the overworld, I only had 1 portal in the Nether. But then, when I came back from that portal in the Nether, I was always in the same portal, so I don't know which one that'll end up being. But we'll find out. I wish I had thought to bring iron. Oh well, now I get to demonstrate my quick drop for this level. So let's grab some iron and let's start it. Let's put all our stuff in the chest and just run and do a quick death run in the Nether. First though, I think I might enchant a new sword so I can use up my levels. Okay, let's get iron for a flint and steel and for a sword. I can never remember the flint and steel recipe. Okay. Sword. Should I just do a diamond sword? I don't want to waste 7 diamond sword with only a level 17 enchantment. That's not very good. Almost there. Okay, and level 17 is about... probably half will be good. 15... 17. Okay. Knockback 2. Not great, not horrible. Whatever. Okay. Melon farm, wheat farm, Nether portal. I hate the stupid sound, that's why it's all the way down here. And chest. Okay, I was worried I had lit it on fire. Might as well make it a double chest. Yeah. Okay. Just put everything into it. And let's find out what my Nether looks like. Exciting. This is looking nice. Plenty of glowstone, not very easy access, but that looks like a big chunk. My portal didn't come out in that bad of a place actually, kinda like where this came out. It's like, it's got like 2 layers, kinda weird. No Nether fortress immediately in sight. It's a little bit disappointing. Lots of lava, wow. I will never be in want for lava ever again. Let's see if we can get up onto the upper layer really quick. Okay. No guests yet, that's another plus. It's kind of a pain having to only use natural staircases. Being able to sprint and do parkour like that makes it easier, but harder on on soul sand. Okay. Plenty of soul sand. Netherwort farm will be easy once I actually get netherwort. Come on, there's gotta be a fortress somewhere. Oh, first ghast. You guys heard that. I hate ghasts. It's a hard competition who I hate more, ghasts or cave spiders. That was dumb. Oh well, I'm in here to die anyway. Yeah, I'm completely turned around now. My portal's somewhere that way, but if I was not going to die, I'd be hard-pressed to find it. Is that a mushroom on glowstone? I'm pretty sure that's a mushroom on glowstone. Come on. Like I said, frustrating to only use. And of all the places I could have mined out, I chose the worst one. Yeah, looks like I'm a ways away from any nether fortress. Can't really expect to get super lucky like that, though. But it would have been nice. But it's a lot better than sometimes when I get into the nether. It's just my luck that I end up like in a tiny cave somewhere and can't find big open areas like this. So at least I've got a big open area. There he is. Come on. No, you're just gonna fly away. Do something. Let me hit your stupid ghast fireball back at you. There's another one. Yeah, so I'll probably do a bit of exploring off camera. And hope I find another fortress sometime soon. Oh, too hungry to sprint now. Life is no longer worth living. Let's see if I can burn up in lava rather than just dying by fall damage. It's a much better death. I don't know why, but it is. Wow, that's a pretty good score. Anyway. The ghast is still trying to kill me, even though I'm dead. Alright, so I'll do some exploring off camera. And see where that gets us. So I'll be back soon, guys. Alright guys, so I was exploring the nether. I did find a fortress, but I needed a break from the nether, so I've been AFKing for a while at my mob farm. Got level 50, got a new diamond pick here, I accidentally used it once. I actually recorded this segment previously, but a couple of my bookshelves are missing. I think some endermen took them, so if I run into them in the middle of some random caves, I'll know for sure what happened. But finally got level 50, so let's do enchantment. I'm gonna be right back when we get a level 50. Okay, I just spent forever and passed like 350s just because I was route clicking. Finally got this. That's good enough for me because I'm sick and tired. I hate this stupid enchantment interface. It really just needs to be a slider bar. Finally! Fortune 3 and Efficiency 5, so that's a pretty nice pick. I can gather a lot of diamond that I have not yet gathered. I'm not going to go back to the Nether yet. I will this episode, but I think I'm going to go caving for a little while first, just because that's nice and simple. There's nothing click, click, click about it, and it's not the Nether. So that sounds very good to me right now. So I'll be back in a while. I'm gonna go caving. If I find something interesting, I'll put it on camera. Alright, I haven't gone caving yet, but I did go through all my mine shafts, my strip mines down there, and gathered out all the diamond and any diamond I found in caves previously, which amounts to a tiny bit over 3 stacks, so that's pretty exciting for me. I also had enough iron to make an entire stack of blocks, which is also pretty exciting. And I've gathered a bunch of lapis. I can probably make about a stack of blocks of lapis now, so I think I'm gonna go cave a little bit, and then after that we'll return to the Nether. But right now I really don't want to be in the Nether. I'm really sick of it. It's just one of those places that you can only be in for so long. So I'll see you guys in a second. Hey guys, so I was exploring this cave here. I usually just do caving off camera because I can't keep up a very good commentary while caving. Ran into like a billion mine shafts back there, but it's what's up here that's considerably more interesting. I got a skeleton spawning dungeon, and that's pretty dang useful because one, I can get arrows and stuff from it, just making sure there are no caves through the walls that the skeleton might spawn in. One, I can get arrows and stuff from it, and two, I can get experience because I can use this to let massive amounts of skeletons spawn and then kill them all at once with like a healing potion. Okay, the chest isn't great, but I'll take it. So, coordinates are here. I think I'm gonna go to the surface and find specifically where this is, and then build it from the surface, because you can see the mine shaft even just right there, and I don't really want to deal with it. So, I'll see you guys up there in the surface in a second. Well, for you guys it'll be a second. I'm gonna keep caving for a while yet, so I'll be back. Alright, so we're back at the skeleton spawner here. Got a staircase up to the surface. So we need to first mine out the area that they can spawn in. So it's an 8 by 8 area, and this is one of the 4 center blocks. It's biggest, so we go 4 blocks. Sorry, 4 blocks in the way that the X and Z get smaller. So let's see. X gets smaller this way, so does Z. So it'll be 1, 2, that's 3, that's 4. And then it'll only be 3 the other way. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I've got to mine all of that out, and then it's also 1 above and 1 below. And I'll need to gather this mossy cobble anyway, so I'll get that all mined out. That's gonna be boring. You guys don't have to watch that. And then we'll be back. Okay, I've got it all mined out now. Had an issue with the skeleton for a second. So the next thing we need to do, let's see, do I need to mine out these? I'm pretty sure this is the way that it was for. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, so I've actually got a tiny bit more mining to do. But then we'll do some water currents that'll push them all to one side. And then I think it'll keep spawning, ignoring the mob count, as long as there are not more than 6 skeletons within like a 16 by 16 by 5 area or something like that. Or maybe, anyway, I'll work that out. But I just need to move the skeletons far enough away while I stand close enough to it that it can still spawn, and I'll get a lot of skeletons. So once I get the kind of walls lined up here and the water flows all running, then I'll give you guys another show of how it's looking. Okay, I've got it all nicely boxed in now. I've got a little infinite water pool out here. So I need, when they spawn, I'm gonna push them off probably to this side. So mine out a couple blocks. Anyway, all the water flows will push them over here. They'll fall in a pit And then there will be one more water flow that pushes them over to like this corner, and then they'll get put into an elevator and forced up. So it's going to be a bit of work, but in the end I'm excited to have a skeleton trap because they're most useful. You know, their drops are bones and arrows, both of which I use frequently. So let's put this one above the ground. I don't want to get rid of the torches yet, so I'll just put them on the sides so that we can not have to have these in the middle. Okay, that should be good. I don't think anything can spawn. Okay, so we'll do... I only brought one bucket, which was a mistake, but just like this. Okay, so they all get pushed right up to this edge here. So let's grab another one. This, be a water source block. So they are all forced over to here. Then from here we can do a water elevator, like right here. And then they'll just swim straight up. I'm pretty sure there's a torch on that. Yeah, anyway. I didn't bring signs and stuff, or enough wood for the water elevator, so I'll have to go get that. Once I have those, I'll be back so we can finish up water elevator, and then I'll double check exactly how far away we need to get the skeletons in order for them to keep spawning. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I read up on the spawning mechanics of a mob spawner. Just really quick to make sure I had it right. I needed to dig the ceiling out one higher to get a little bit higher spawn rates, I think. And then the area is a 17 by 17 by 9 area. So if there are any mobs within that distance from the spawner, if there are 6 mobs or more, then it won't spawn anymore. So if I can get them more than 5 blocks up, or more than 5 blocks down, I chose to go up, but then it'll keep spawning. And then the radius in which I have to be for it to keep spawning mobs is 15 blocks. This spawner is the 16th, and it makes a sphere on the spawner. So I decided to go up above. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm gonna keep going up a little bit more, and then I'll do a tower so they fall down and take damage rather than trying to drown them or something. So I've got some work to do yet, but they'll end up roughly directly above the spawner, maybe 5 or 6 blocks up. So once I've got a little bit more work done, I'll show you guys, because this is going to be a bit of trial and error and pretty boring and tedious. So I'll be back soon. Okay, so this is where they come up, and right at here we're at level 73. Then they get dropped onto level 49, so that fall would be enough to kill them. We only want them to drop to 22 blocks, so from level 71 down to 49 is exactly 22. So I brought a sticky piston and a stone pressure plate. The sticky piston goes, not sign, sticky piston goes here, that goes there. We'll need to find, of course, a way to transmit power. Probably a single redstone will do it. Wish I had brought some. I'll end up getting some, but when they stand on that piston will become activated and push them down. Now, because they won't be swimming in water at that point, we'll get a lot more regulated of a drop. It's going to be a lot more consistent. So unlike my mob farm that's way back at my house, where sometimes they're floating or swimming on the stream. Let's get an example here. So sometimes when the mobs are pushed down, they're swimming just up like this, and so they're slightly above the ground. However, other times they're just resting on the ground, and so when they fall off, you can see that they'll fall off at different heights. So this will hopefully completely prevent that. They won't be able to accidentally fall in. Here we go. See, because they can't just go. They have to fall down that way and then get pushed in. So, last thing remaining is to actually, well, not the last thing, I have to take out the torches down there and get redstone to actually hook up the piston and dig the hole. But we have to actually put down the water streams. Okay, then since they're 2 units high, I've got a couple signs with me here. So if we need it to be 2 farther, 1, 2 from where that one was released, we should be able to do this. Not sure if I've got this perfectly lined up here, but let's at least test it. One more. Okay, so they'll get pushed right into this water stream. That's too far. I'll probably end up using a sign then. Oh well. So I'm going to be back with a redstone and a sign, and then first I'm going to dig that tunnel down to where it needs to be. But then this should be ready to go, and the only thing left to do after that will be remove the torches and maybe put in a minecart track or something, because it's a long walk back and forth. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, it's becoming night, so I gotta work fast here. I got the roof on and all this. The water's flowing to the right place. So the last thing to do is to put the redstone in there. And I've got water there, so I'm just gonna actually go down into that and do it myself. I guess I'll just use cobble for the rest here. Okay. I think this is just about it. Now it's pretty dark in here now. I don't know if you guys can see. Should be able to do that. Yeah. So once I put this redstone in, we fall down. Perfect. And now we go the rest of the way down. Okay, so they land right on that. This is my room. It's pretty small. That spiral staircase leads up to the surface. That's... right here. There we go. It's one of the water streams. This is the one they swim up. Okay. So I should be able to close that off. I'll need to get rid of this little room here that I used for filling up my buckets. Okay, these are all just kind of final issues to resolve here. Oh, I'm gonna drown. Ugh, here we go. There's a sign. I don't want my mobs drowning on the way up either. Okay. And this is the spawner itself. So, let's set up a block here to stand on. Another one here so we can reach these better. Start knocking a couple torches off the walls here. And be ready to run like a little baby. Go on. Go down there. Yeah. Now I've got between 10 and 40 seconds before another one spawns. There we go. Guess it was 10 this time. Looks like he's fighting the current, but if he can't see me, he shouldn't do that anymore. So he should end up going down. I've got this staircase up to the surface, but who knows what I'll find on the surface right now in the middle of the night. Okay, just about there. Yeah. Stuff that wants to kill me. Surprise, surprise. Oh, good job. Glad I heard that. I don't even want to venture a guess as to who's gonna win between those. I'm just gonna leave. Go down into my nice little hidey hole here. Alright, this is a random cave I ran into. Oh, dang it. Here we go. Okay. Now they should be swimming up. I should see some coming down here. I want to look up it, but at the same time I know that if I try, probably with my luck, right as I tried to look up it, something would be falling down. So the only thing to do now is to wait to see if it's working. But it should be. A lot of shoulds. So I'll be back in a second if it's working. Okay, so I'm back. I went up there and I had to make a minor modification. So the pressure plate, we'll say this is a pressure plate, and then there was this, and then there was the block it was powering. Well, since you only stood on the pressure plate for a split second and then the piston pushed you off, it acted like a 1 tick delay. And so the piston left the block in place, meaning they'd just get pushed, like, they'd stand on the pressure plate, and then the piston would just push the block back and forth, like they wouldn't move. They were all just stuck up at the very top. So I fixed that by putting in a repeater instead of just a redstone. And now, apparently the drop is too high. There should be more coming. Okay. Maybe the one up there just jumped or something, I don't... Let's wait for a couple more. Okay, so just one punch, that's good. There really should be more. I'm worried about doing this, but... There one comes. One punch, one punch. Beautiful. And gonna get a lot of bonuses and arrows from this. So I'm gonna AFK from here for a while. If we've got time left in the episode, we'll go to the Nether, but I feel like this probably took quite a while, so I'll be back. Okay, so here we are at the skeleton farm, and it's a little bit ghetto, and what I ended up having to do, go like that, and then I break this one, and they're right there. I'm gonna work on it some more. I don't necessarily like the dropping, as it doesn't, as you can see, always consistently damage them. I think I'll do something with suffocation. I think my sound's off. Yeah, sorry. So I'll work on that. I've got a nice neat spiral staircase all the way up to the surface there, and chest full of bones and arrows there, various stuff here. I've dug my path all the way back to my base, so I think we'll end the episode with one more level 50 enchantment, maybe silk touch, maybe like a good efficiency unbreaking pick. But I want to show you guys the run back. I will probably install a minecart track in here eventually. I've got plans for like a minecart station in my house. That's gonna take more than an episode to build, and we're out of time this episode. So another thing, just wanted to apologize. It's been a while since I uploaded a video. I did like one a day for a while there, but school's getting a little bit more hectic, as always. And it's taking up more time, so I can't always really consistently update, but I will try to upload whenever I can. This episode has been in the works for a long time now, just because I never get huge chunks of time in which to play. So yeah, you can see this run back here is pretty long. We come across a ravine here, which I knew about, but didn't know it was right here. You guys might recognize it. This is the one I released snow golems into. Yeah. And then this is my house right here. I've dug this out. I'll probably build the minecart station in here. Yeah, it's a few floors below everything, right below the wheat farm there. Melon farm, main level. Let's see if I have any sticks up here. Or wood to make sticks. No. Of course not. Okay, let's grab at least 3 diamond here. Perfect. And let's grab something to make sticks. I think I've got some logs up here somewhere. Yeah, also the stone swords in my inventory. They kill the skeletons faster than... because sometimes it takes 1 punch, sometimes 2. But the way it's set up right now, it can even take 3. So that's just for simplicity's sake, because they're pretty easy to make. They do a little bit more damage. Dang it. I don't have any wood. I'll cut the episode here, and then we will enchant. Okay, so we got the pig here. Let's get that enchanted. I'll get a level 50. Okay, finally got a level 50. Didn't pass it this time. Another one. Okay. Well, Fortune 3 is always good. Now I can afford to mine coal with it. Not that I really need it, but I'll get something decent one of these times. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next episode.